this is part 2 of my most ass smoky eye makeup look that I did for the Weeknd's concert last year. I already did eyes in part 1, so if you haven't seen that, you can go back and watch it. Today we are doing base and let's go. I've already done my skin prep and I'm directly going in with this orange concealer on the hollows of my eyes, and I also have some dark areas around my mouth and some pimple marks around here, so I'm gonna cover all of this and gently go and blend everything in. This Haslabs foundation, this is literally my shade in a bottle and I absolutely love it. This is actually a medium to full coverage foundation and I absolutely love this because it's super buildable, has a luminous finish to it, and then you can also give a matte finish to it by using the right products on top of it. But I totally love the finish of this foundation on me. With this Milani concealer, I just use it on the edge of my eye, just right across where the wing is, on the inner corners. Go in with this bronzer and then start placing it on my cheekbones. And then just right in middle of it, I also put in my liquid blush and then my bronzer first in an upward motion. Similarly with the nose. And this is when I start blending in my concealer and my blush together. I'm just blending in this concealer around my eyeshadow and the rest of my face. Now this is probably the end of all my liquid and cream products and I'm gonna set it all with a setting powder. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury one here. I'm gonna put it under my eyes. This powder literally gives the most flawless finish ever, and I'm also gonna use it below my bronzer. Just basically tapping it everywhere where I put my concealer at. Now this is exactly when I bake, and for baking I use the Huda Beauty setting powder. How many times do I even mention this powder? I always use this. Again, I'm just putting this over the pressed powder, the Charlotte Tilbury one, to basically just lift my face even a lot more. Then I go in with this MAC blush. This is called Peachy Twist, and then just back the color of my blush. And then using the same Rare Beauty highlighter, I'm going back on my cheekbones and add some shine to my cheekbones. With this Anastasia lip liner, I'm gonna overline my lips. So the trick to overlining your lips is just to extend the top of your lips and then join it with their natural lip. And then similarly with the lower lip, just extend the middle part and then join it with your natural lip. And then I also color the corners of my lips with the same lip liner. The story behind this ring, this actually says Stargirl on it. This is also inspired by The Weeknd, by the way. I was gifted this on my 21st birthday and I have been obsessed ever since. And on the center of my lips, I go in with this Lip Haze by LA Girl. And then to add that gloss element into it, I go in with this Makeup by Mario lip gloss. And then just dab it in the middle of my lip, dab everything in. You can also add more gloss to it if you want to, but I personally do not prefer a lot of gloss. And then to set everything in, I'm gonna use this MAC Studio Fix. This is the mini version of this one. This is my final look, and I think I can definitely take this look to another Weeknd concert if I go next month. Stay tuned.